Welcome to Social 110, Introduction to Sociology. This is the hybrid section for summer 2010. I have up here on the screen your login. You must have it to be able to go, and your password. It was sent to you. Once you have logged in, one of the very first things I would like you to do is to go up here to My Profile. Click on My Profile, at which point it's going to tell you what is the email address being used. I am Jody Nedley Newcomb, and you can see my email is there. And if I wanted to change my password, I would type in the old one, I would type in the new one, verify it, and update it. If you do that, if you change your password, you're the only person who knows what it is. Therefore, you must be sure to write it down somewhere and keep it. You are going to have to change your email, highlight it. My mouse is being weird because we're taping. And then just type in the old password all the way down, hit update, and you're ready to go. Over here on your left is a yellow button that says Classes. If you click on it, it will take you back to that opening screen. Now, my opening screen and your opening screen are not going to look the same. Mine has lots of stuff. But at which point you will enter the course. When you enter the course, you're going to come up with basically the home page, which still at the moment has a lot of stuff on it. Probably won't get changed until just before the first day of class. What I want you to be sure to look at is over here, all under Course Home. If I'm going to have an announcement for you, you're going to see it right away. It will be a blue hyperlink. Click on it. There it is. Make sure to read them. Also on this home page down here, it will say what's new. If I put something in there in the last few days since you've been in there, it's going to tell you that. Same way as if you put something in a Dropbox, it's going to tell me you put it in the Dropbox. Over on the right, the syllabus, you will see that it is there as a Word document. You can click on that, and it will take a minute, especially the first time, and it will bring it up. I saved them as rich text format, which is what I'm suggesting you do with your documents. You can open it, you can save it to a flash drive or to your hard drive at home. If you open it, you can print it off. I will have hard copies available at both the orientation on June 25th and July 6th. Yeah, it's coming. Sorry. It takes a little bit. It gets faster as it goes, but this is the first document I've opened this morning. And, well, it isn't this morning. Sorry. Sidetracked myself. Well, it's taking its time, isn't it? And here is the syllabus. I highly suggest that you study it well. Take time to get to learn what is on it. You will see that under specific course requirements, it breaks it down into the percentages of what's worth what. Under exams and quizzes and post-test, you're going to see 40% of the final grade is all in here. Each exam is worth 10%. The 17 quizzes are worth they're worth 8% total, and the post-test is worth 2%. The pre-test, which I need you to do before the first day of class, and preferably, most of you will have it done the day of orientation on the 25th of June, is 5 points of class credit. Assignments, they're broken into two components, sort of, the face-to-face, the online. The face-to-face include two things, a research writing assignment, which is 100 points and 15% of your total grade. The oral presentation, which is, we'll get to it. It's one of the last things we'll be doing, and it's 50 points and 6% of the final grade. In each unit, there are online activities, and we'll talk about them as we go, and each one has 3% of the final grade. Class participation includes both online and face-to-face, so you're going to see the discussion threads are due. I want on June 25th the introduction discussion thread, your first posting done. I want you to introduce yourself to the class. Otherwise, the second discussion thread topic is due no later than July 6th by midnight. You will follow up your original posting with 2 more postings, adding to, discussing, expanding, critiquing 2 other people's posts. Each posting is 5 points for those 3 that are mandated. You can do more. I am grading you on 3. I am grading you on content. You tell me, oh, yay, I agree with you. You're not going to get your points. I want to know why. I want to know why it's important that you agree. What are the points that you agree with, and why are they significant? As you can see, under the course home, you're going to find a grading rubric. Participation. If you're not in class, you're not in class. You can't do the in-class activities if you're not in class. So know that right up front. And there are a lot of things we'll be doing, those 7 classes we meet. And those activities are 15% of your total grade. So not showing up could be a real issue. I have a comment here that says we have 16 chapters to cover in 4 weeks. Really, guys, we have 3.5. It is just vitally important that you come to class 1 ready to go. I'm going to leave the syllabus for you to finish reading and go back to the class. I'm going to point out that the due dates is terribly important. And the same way, hopefully this one won't take us long to open. And again, it's rich text format, so everybody should be able to get to it. When you get to this, again, I will have hard copies in the classroom, both June 25th and July 7th. And of course, it is taking longer than I would like. I believe truly today, guys, is that I have all this other stuff running. And you're going to see June 25th that the orientation is considered part of your face-to-face. It is counted as hours. That is why there is at least 1 4-credit activity that day. You don't get it done, you get a 0. I also want, I have this written down, and I will have a handout for you that day. By Tuesday, July 6th, I'm not closing registration until July 2nd. So it is quite possible that someone will sign up before then, and that will have 1 or 2 drop before then. And the bottom line is, by midnight on July 6th, before our first class, you need to read chapters 1 and 2 and the selected readings in chapter 3. You need to make sure you have the pre-test done and complete the new class quiz and those first postings to the discussion threads. We are limited in time. Please note there's no consistency, in my opinion, as to when things are due, because we have an odd set of days, and it's 3.5 weeks instead of 4 full weeks, and it's just the way it is. So let's move on. I have mentioned to take a look. You're going to see grading rubrics. Those are just sort of guidelines. Essay response help. If I'm cutting you on points because of your responses, I highly suggest you read this. Online tutoring is smart thinking. It is available. Keep in mind, we don't have a very big window of time to use it. Club Hybrid is a discussion thread for you guys. I'm staying out of it as much as possible. And, it's a what you want to talk about. I can see I haven't changed it from last summer. I'm not going to Vegas this time. I'm going to Reno. My husband bowls for nationals, and so that's where we're going. But that's what I'm doing. How about you? Maybe it's just something you want to know. Maybe it's another class you're in, or somebody's taken a class and you want to ask some questions. My main concern is be polite, do not be rude, do not badmouth each other. I will check in every now and then, but most times not. The ICCOC provides us with a library online, and we will be using this in class. And I'm not going to bring it up because it's just taking too long to do anything. General end directions. This is kind of the writing of what I'm telling you right now. So you make sure to read. It also has the link printed in here for me. And as I'm doing this, I'm realizing what's missing, so I'm going to fix that. I will also have in this spot, and probably at least one other, the ICCOC email and phone number. So I know what I need to do. Open discussion, again, is kind of like the club hybrid, but a little bit more. Maybe I'll be leading one of these. Well, you'll find out when you see this. New class quiz sits here. I did this for a couple of reasons. One, I want to make sure that you've read the information you need to know for the course. But two, so you can actually do one of this quiz before we get to the chapter quizzes. Note that it says it's unlimited and the time allowed is unlimited. You have a period of days in which to complete this quiz. So if day one, when you take it, you get 8 out of the, well, you're always going to get 8 out of the 10 because there's actually a 2-point essay question, which won't show up until I add it. So you're the best you can earn right now is 8 points. But to get a perfect score, you can do it till you get it done. And the final grade will be what is there at midnight Tuesday, July 6th. Your pretest, however, is not like that. It will be like your exams. Note, you have a period of time, but you can only take it once. Mine, it's not showing you at the moment because it's the instructor view. Sorry. You only have 30 minutes to take it in. So you can't look it up. You don't have time to look them up. There are 30 multiple choice questions. If you look at the learner outcomes in the syllabus, you're going to have a general idea of what is on this test. And this one is class participation. Now, you will not be able to see research writing assignment because it's got a little asterisk there. It won't be open until the first day of class. This is where I need you to start, folks, and what I need you to do. Please make sure to take the time to read chapters 1, 2, and the selected pages 72, 79 through 83 in chapter 3. Get yourself ready to go, and I will look forward to meeting you all and seeing you all on July 7th.